flavored San Pellegrino's Thunder, which I never understood because I feel like, again, I'm not trying to be too divisive. I know that sometimes people on this show can set off a lot of controversy. I think LaCroix is very overrated, personally.
Oh, guess what?
Yeah.
You got a partner there. I think LaCroix is completely overrated.
What makes it special? Why do people obsess over LaCroix? Why?
No calories. It's just not caloric.
But
you have
just like every other seltzer. Every other seltzer also has no calories. So why are we acting like LaCroix is something? Like, people refer to it as like, oh, I have seltzer or I have LaCroix, as if you're busting out the Cadillac of seltzers. It's a perfectly standard seltzer, and I'm getting a little tired of it on my end. I think you can hear the exasperation in my voice.
I'm 100% with you. I've talked about on the show that I think LaCroix like makes me thirstier, like dries me out more. Than when I drink a LaCroix, I'm like, this isn't refreshing like I want it to be. I'm a fan of I'm a fan of Polar Seltzer. I'm a big Polar Seltzer fan, and Polar Orange Dry was what I was having a lot when I was back home, and that's one of my favorite sodas. Polar Orange Dry is fantastic, and that's got a little bit of like pulpiness in it.
I'd go so far as to say I feel like LaCroix tastes a little cheap. That tastes a little cheap. LaCroix, cheap dirty water. That's how I think of it.
I love it. I love it. It's a great hot take.
Do you really love it? Oh, all right.
No, I don't. No, I don't. I love the hot take. LaCroix, I could take with it. I've had it a little bit, and I've never. It's like fine. It's replacement level. That sort of seltzer with a little bit of like that, just dusting of flavor. It doesn't actually have a flavor. Just has kind of like an essence of flavor. I think it's fine, but it's. I'd rather just have a plain seltzer. I'd rather just have a little bit of sparkling water.
Am I wrong in that people seem to think it's like a fancy thing to have? Like, they seem to think it's a thing that if you bust it out at your barbecue, this has somehow made the barbecue better. And it's not. It's just LaCroix. They got lucky. And God bless them. I'm not trying to go make your money, LaCroix people, but we gotta stop with this idolization of LaCroix. Take it off the pedestal.
It became a big thing in like writers' room, and I remember when I first had them, I was like, "Oh, these are like fun, and you can drink these instead of like drinking water during the day," which is. But you're right. There's just other seltzers that you could have too. I think this is like 10 years ago when I first tried them. I was like, "Oh, okay," and then I got so sick of them so fast, like immediately, like that year when we were writing the Birthday Boys show. That's what we were like, LaCroix. And then even within that year or within 2 years, I was like, ugh. Fucking LaCroix. It just.
It's bad.
It's to me. There's better seltzers. To me it feels like it dries you out. It has the opposite effect that I want from a drink. I want to be. I want and from it. I changed over to whatchamacallit, Spindrifts. I like Spindrifts. I like a little touch of. Give me a little touch of fruit in there or whatever, or anything else. Even Polar Seltzers. I know Spindrifts themselves are even divisive to people, but LaCroix just it doesn't do it for me. There's something about it I just fucking I don't like it.
I agree. It's kind of like a it's almost like taking a teaspoon of cornstarch. It just kind of dries out your mouth a little bit. It's not refreshing, which is not what you want in a soft drink. But